Good afternoon and happy Tuesday. Welcome to Eastern Lifestyle. I'm your host, Davia Pugh.
And I'm your reporter, Kaylee Riccatelli.
We're so glad to have you with us. We've got an awesome show coming up. We will be doing a creative activity that involves leaves at a science museum in Grifton. We'll visit an awesome new restaurant in Washington. Plus, you'll find out how you can save some coins when you dine at this amazing ENC restaurant. That's all on the way soon, but now let's get into what makes this day special.
What does make today special?
Well, today is National Eat Your Vegetables Day. And I mean, what an important day.
Yeah, talk about it.
Vegetables, I mean, how many times as we're growing up, eat your vegetables.
Yes.
Eat your vegetables.
Yes.
It's like ingrained in my head to have vegetables daily. And honestly, the rule of thumb is the more colorful your meal is, the healthier it is.
That's honestly what I go by.
Yeah, like when you see a bunch of different colors on your plate, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. And so according to dietary guidelines for Americans, it's recommended for adults to consume 2 to 3 cups of vegetables daily.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
which is
I'm
kind of a
definitely
lot.
not getting that much.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot, honestly. But I mean, the more the merrier, then the better for you. Do you have any favorite vegetables? I have a few I like.
I've always liked carrots.
Carrots, okay.
Now, they usually have to be dipped in ranch.
Ooh, okay, okay.
I like carrots. Broccoli is always a go-to.
Yeah.
Those are like my top 2.
Okay, okay. I like carrots too, but they have to be like, I like them better cooked. A little bit for some reason.
Raw.
Okay.
I just like to.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like a rabbit.
I love sweet potatoes, broccoli, tomatoes, green beans. Yeah, those are like my go-to, and collards.
Peas are another favorite of mine.
Okay.
I do really like peas, and sweet potatoes are one
So good.
that I've started to like more recently.
So good.
Because like once I started actually having to cook my own meals, and like looking up recipes, sweet potatoes are in a lot.
They're
of
in a
good
lot.
recipes.
Yeah.
And they're so good.
So eat vegetables today.
Yes.
A lot of them. Have a bowl.
And you know who probably eats vegetables?
Who?
I'd say there's some mascots out there that eat vegetables.
I agree.
There are probably some mascots that are vegetables.
Yeah,
because
there are.
Today is National Mascot Day.
Ooh, mascot.
Yeah, so
Fun.
the word mascot comes from the French word mascot, but spelled M-A-S-C-O-T-T-E.
Okay.
Because the French love to add extra letters and vowels, which means good luck charm. So, mascots initially started as a good luck charm, and it started with a little boy named Chick, C-H-I-C,
Okay.
who ran errands for baseball players, like would grab their bats, grab something from the dugout, whatever that they needed. And then they kind of started treating him like a good luck charm. So they were like, oh, like that's our little guy, that's how we win.
Yeah.
And then the official like mascot is credited to Yale's Handsome Dan,
Okay.
who was a bulldog that was owned by someone in class in like the late 1880s, early 1990s.
Wow.
Would bring him to football games, and they were winning, so that became their mascot. So
Cool, that's cool.
And then it evolved from there. The first like well-known mascots being Mr. Met in 1964, and then Brutus the Buckeye from Ohio State in 1965.
Okay.
And there is a mascot Hall of Fame. I looked it up. My WVU Mountaineer and your USC Gamecock are not in the mascot Hall of Fame.
They
We need to
fix
change that. We need to change that.
That needs to be changed. Immediately.
But yeah, do you have a favorite
Awesome.
mascot?
Probably the Gamecocks. I mean, yeah, where I went to school. I don't know. That's the first thing I can think of.
See, mine is definitely the Mountaineer.
Yeah.
But I really like the Philly Fanatic.
Philly Fanatic.
He's so fun.
Okay.
He's the Philadelphia Phillies mascot. He's crazy, but I love it.
Love that. So fun. So fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. So it's time for our ENC event. Today is the Juneteenth of New Bern 2025 celebration, and there are many events throughout June that you can attend up until June 23rd. Upcoming events include the HBCU and D9 Youth Service Day, which is tomorrow, an educational lecture series, a boxing tournament, and a bonfire, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So for more info, just head to jonbnc.org.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Full of events for Juneteenth this week.
Yes. And I mean,
Yes.
Juneteenth is new as a federal holiday.
It is.
We'll probably talk about more on the
I
day.
have a fact about
Yeah.
that.
But how much fun.
I know. Coming up on Eastern Lifestyle, get ready to turn fallen leaves into stunning works of art with this fun and creative DIY. Stay with us. Welcome back. I'm your host, Davia. Today we're at the NC Museum of Natural Sciences to learn how to do leaf rubbing. Let's see how to do it. So we are here with Jordan Kirk, an educator here at A Time for Science. Jordan, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, so can you tell us about leaf rubbing and what we're about to get into?
Yeah, so today we're going to be doing a fun little activity that that everyone can do at home. We are going to use leaves, paper, and crayons without the little crayon skins to make impressions of leaves that you can use as the basis for some cool artwork. You can also use them to record information about the leaves that you find away from home. You can use a book like this to help you identify what tree they come from.
Okay. What is that book called?
This one's called Trees of the Carolinas.
Awesome, awesome.
A few simple identifiers for leaves I wanted to go over. We've got some water oak leaves, we got some sweet gum leaves here. These two are pretty common around here. And some things you'll notice are that these leaves have a different kind of edge here. You'll see this edge is very smooth, this edge has kind of these little ridges.
Okay.
So this edge part is called the margin, and this would be a smooth margin, and then this is a toothed margin.
Okay, smooth and toothed.
So that's one difference. You can also see between our sweet gum, water oak, and this fern is that, or more, this probably strawberry's probably better, is that these two are both one single leaf. So this would be a simple leaf, and this is a compound leaf. And a compound leaf just means that it's got multiple little leaflets that make up the leaf, and then this one's just one thing.
Okay.
So what we're going to do today is we are going to first choose a leaf.
Okay.
So
any of my choosing?
pick a leaf, any leaf.
Okay. I want to do this one.
Yeah, those are sweet gum. Those are pretty cool.
This is cool.
They actually turn about every color of the rainbow during the fall, except for blue. So you can get red, orange, yellow, and then green, obviously, and then purple. During the fall.
Beautiful.
And you want to make sure that your leaf is this kind of veiny side up, so that you should be able to feel like the bumps.
Gotcha.
And you want to place that on the table, and then place your paper on top.
Gotcha.
And then you're gonna choose a crayon. I would start with a darker color. That way it's gonna show up a little easier.
Like this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you're gonna hold it on its side. So when you put it on the table, the whole length of the crayon should be has contact with the table.
Gotcha.
And what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold the paper and your leaf as best you can, and you're just gonna rub really hard against it. Put some pressure on there, and you should get your impression. And then once you're done, you should have a nice impression of your leaf. And you can see you get some information about the margins of that leaf, the shape of that leaf, the little points. So the sweet gum trees, they have 5 little points. A lot of people get these confused with the red maple leaves, because they both have those little points, but the maples do not have 5 points. I believe they have 3.
Okay.
So that's one difference. You help to use this to identify.
Gotcha.
And you can also see the tooth margin, especially if you get a really good impression. Yeah, yours is pretty on there.
Pretty there.
Yeah. And then once you have your little base, you can use that to make whatever your heart desires. I've seen people make monsters out of them. I like to turn them into little fairies.
That's beautiful.
So you can use them as wings. You can even make flowers out of the leaves, which is pretty fun.
Well, that was a really cool activity. We learned how to do leaf rubbing. Stay tuned for more on Eastern Lifestyle.
Hey, I'm Chris. This is On the Record. Probably never seen this one before. I'm kidding. You probably have. It's Dark Side of the Moon. What's not to like about Dark Side of the Moon? It is a quintessential album that you probably should play on a record player. You know, some people go the route of The Wizard of Oz and like to sync it up. I personally played this for my daughter in its entirety when she was like 2 hours old. So this is the first album she listened to. I actually am very excited that years later, when reintroducing it to her, she still liked it. Because, you know, as parents, sometimes your kids don't like the music you play and it hurts your feelings a little bit, but that's okay. You want one that they'll like, try this one. Who knows? Maybe they'll be Pink Floyd fans. Until next time, this is Chris for On The Record. We'll see you then.
Coming up on Eastern Lifestyle, this beloved local food truck turned restaurant has a wide variety of options and a name to match. Stay tuned to find out more. Big Belly French Italian Eatery may have opened in 2025, but it's built on years of hard work and decades of dreams come true.
The idea behind Big Belly was to start our own restaurant. And so we decided to start in a food truck small, that way it's manageable. And then we started doing sandwiches and artisan sandwiches that you really can't get anywhere. Bring it from all around the world. We started with just a little truck and one panini press, and that was it.
I mean, we went in as a goal of serving 25 sandwiches a day. That's where we thought that we would be. That was before we knew anything at all. We said, well, if we can do 25 sandwiches a day, we'll be good. And it wasn't very long at all before that had tripled and quadrupled.
Now, with a little more room and a lot more resources, Big Belly has expanded their menu to include dinner options and serves a variety of cuisines with Italian, French, and Southern influences.
We specialized past tense in sandwiches. So now that we're in here, we get to do sauté, we get to do fresh pasta.
But even as they spread their wings, they haven't let themselves forget the community who got them there.
Our customers are unbelievable. Like, I've never seen anything like our customers. When we were moving in equipment, we had people calling, do you need anything? Do you need us to help you move an equipment in? Yeah, we had a generator go down one time. We had people bring up generators to help us get back. Like, I've never seen anything like the support that we've gotten for this business. Everybody has been so amazing.
Awesome. So what has that meant to you guys, like building a business?
It's everything that we were so happy that this is the place that we picked.
The first thing you see when you walk into Big Belly is a wall full of photos featuring Jen, Tony, their family, their earliest customers, and biggest supporters. One other thing you may notice is the variety of books that fill the shelves and windowsills throughout the restaurant. This is another Big Belly tradition rooted in a sense of community and the belief that no one should have to eat alone. And what better dining partner than a good book? You guys have a lot of books around here, all on the shelves, all on the walls. Tell me what that's about.
So we're just big readers. So we kind of brought that here in that we have the books and little book nooks all over, and then you can take a book and read it, or take it with you, or bring it back, or don't bring it back, or
It's definitely a community
it's just here
library.
for you to, yeah. And people bring in books and they turn them in.
Yeah.
Just here for people to kind of page through and have something to do while they're eating.
So what made you guys want to start doing that?
I think when a lot of people go out to eat, maybe sometimes people don't want to eat alone, but it's a good conversation piece, and it's good for people who don't want to eat alone and they didn't think to bring a book with them, so that way they can just kind of page through a book while they're waiting for their food.
When creating their menu, the Martins wanted to highlight Tony's culinary expertise, which spans from classic Italian and French to Asian fusion. I had a chance to try a few dishes while I was there, and it was a day of firsts for me. I have never had crawfish before. We're gonna try some French onion soup. Another thing that I have never tried before, shrimp and grits. Another thing I've never actually had before. You guys are watching my palate be expanded in real time. I have some bananas Foster here. Another thing I've never tried. You know what they say, first impressions matter, and these introductions set a high bar. That's so good. Y'all should come down and check out Big Belly. They've got so many dishes here from a variety of regions, inspirations, and different kinds of foods. We have gumbo. We had gumbo and pasta all in the same day, all in the same place. They've got sandwiches, they've got desserts, so many things for you to try, all of them delicious. You gotta come check it out. Big Belly is open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 3 and 5 to 8. You can check them out on Facebook at Big Belly.
All right, it's time for the life hack of the day. Did you know that did you know that lemons can keep your, okay, gotcha. 3, 2. All right, now let's get to the life hack of the day. Did you know that lemons can keep your avocados fresh longer? All you do is rub a little lemon on your cut avocado and cover it. The citric acid slows down the browning, making them last a lot longer.
Ooh, I've heard people do the same thing for apples.
Ooh, okay.
So and it's like the same concept.
Ooh, that's a good one I want to try because apples can turn brown. You know when they turn brown?
Like once you cut them up?
Yeah.
My mom would always do that when she would pack apples in like my lunch or something.
Yeah.
She would squeeze a little bit of lemon juice on it, and then it kept them fresh until lunch.
Lemons are amazing.
And avocados go bad so fast.
So fast.
Literally
way too fast.
like that.
Way too fast. So that's a good one.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So now it is time for us to get into trivia. What Disney Pixar film made its world premiere in North Carolina? Is it A, Up, B, Cars, C, The Incredibles, or D, Toy Story? We'll have the answer right after the break. Stick with us. All right, we are back. If you guessed B, Cars, you are correct. Before its theatrical release on June 9, 2006, the movie Cars held its world premiere at Lowe's Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina on May 26, 2006. Around 30,000 people attended the premiere, which was held the same weekend as the Speedway's iconic Coca-Cola 600 race.
The following segment is sponsored by 222 Chophouse Wine Bar and Lounge.
Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia, and it's time for Be Our Guest, where we help you save money while having an amazing dining experience. Today we are at 222 Chophouse in Kinston. You guys make sure to head to WNCT.com and find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 certificate for only $25 because these will sell out fast. So we are here with Paul, the part owner and general manager of 222 Chophouse. Paul, thank you for having us today.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Yeah.
Of course, this food looks amazing. It's so colorful.
Thank you. We worked really hard on it.
Awesome. So let's start out with the oysters in front of us. Tell us what we have.
Yeah, so that's perfect. So most of our guests will be starting out with something very similar to this when they dine. This is our oyster trio. It includes 6 different oysters, all of 3 different preparations, 2 of each preparation. The first preparation is the classic Rockefeller. So your spinach and cream cheese, a little bit of toasted panko on the top. All of these are baked. The second preparation is casino, and that's my chef's favorite. He brought that one to the table. It's a red pepper and bacon. It's slowly becoming the most popular one.
Oh, wow.
And then we have Oliver, which is a classic pickled onion mignette.
Okay.
Yeah, cooked with white wine.
Delicious. They look amazing.
Thank you.
All right, so let's head on over to this steak in front of us.
Yeah, so after your appetizers, you can enjoy any of our amazing entrees, all of which include local vegetables and local things, but the highlight of our menu is our certified Angus beef, all of which is prime. Sitting in front of us here is the 16-ounce ribeye. I prefer medium rare, and I've paired it with a mushroom demi.
Wow, awesome. And it's a really great size as well.
Yeah, it's definitely filling.
Awesome.
It's definitely filling.
Awesome. Now, what is this dish over here?
This over here, for those who don't want to come and have steak, though we are a steakhouse, we want to offer as much as we can in other realms of protein. So this one is our duck. So this is a pan-seared skin-on duck breast. It's cooked medium rare. It's served over a rosemary, ginger, and sage risotto with roasted tricolor carrots and a blackberry reduction. We have special drinks every single week. Our bar manager, Jose, is truly gifted, and he really knows what he's doing as far as a very sophisticated palate. So this is something that he's created for us this week, and it is a charcoal-infused whiskey sour. It has lemon, it has bourbon, it has a little bit of mint for some freshness, but most importantly, it's got this beautiful black color because it's infused with charcoal. Now this is my favorite. So this is our version of the classic drink, the old-fashioned. It doesn't take too many liberties as far as differences in the recipe, but we do like to smoke our old-fashioned, and then we finish it with a torched orange rind.
And what is this bright red one?
It's called our Harvest Moon. I actually named it after my wife and I's song.
I love that.
Harvest Moon by Neil Young.
Wow.
Yeah, so the idea was we take fruit that we can harvest from anywhere in the local area and turn it into a drink.
And you have Music Mondays?
We do. So up here in our private wine bar and lounge. We do music on Mondays. That's live music. We offer free charcuterie those days, and we also have a full menu and full bar service available. So this is a chocolate and cappuccino 4-layer cake. It's extremely moist. It's becoming one of the most popular ones on our dish.
Awesome. And I know you also have like a faith-based team.
Yes, we do.
Tell us a little about that.
So God has blessed us in so many ways. I mean, from the very beginning to every single day that we do this, He shows up in ways that we can't even imagine. I'm learning every day to stop worrying so much because He's got it taken care of. So we pray before service, every service. All the front of the house and the back of the house team, they get together and we talk about what the service is going to be like, but we also pray and we bring God into it. So it's very intentional. And he's our first step in every direction.
Awesome. Paul, thank you so much for sharing and talking about these amazing dishes.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate you guys being here.
Of course. And you guys, be sure to head to WNCT.com and find the VR Guest tab to get your $50 certificate for only $25 because these will sell out fast.
The previous segment was sponsored by 222 Chophouse Wine Bar and Lounge.
All right, it's time for this or that, where between two choices, we pick which one we prefer. So do you prefer air hockey or foosball?
I think air hockey.
Me too. Okay, so I played both growing up, but air hockey is like my arcade game, like #1. I love air hockey.
See, we had an air hockey table like in
Same.
our basement, so I got to play it more.
Yeah.
I played foosball because like we had one in like our youth group, but I was not good at foosball.
I had both in my house, and I just always gravitated towards air hockey. Thank you so much for joining us today, and always remember to enjoy every moment of your Eastern lifestyle, and we'll see you tomorrow. Segments in today's episode are sponsored by A Time for Science, Big Belly, and 222 Chophouse.